Good day to everyone. This is Teacher Gaitan, and today we're going to focus on the present perfect. Okay? Okay, so we use the present perfect whenever we want to talk about life experience. Okay? Whenever we want to talk about the things we have done during our life. As an example, I have a sentence here that is I have driven my car for many years. Okay, it's very important to understand that we are talking about things we have done many times during our life. Okay, that is when we focus about life experience. Maybe we have traveled around the country. Maybe I have eaten tamales in Tamaulipas. Maybe I have won the Nobel Prize. Okay, so this is when we focus in our life experience. Okay, another time we use the present perfect is when we want to focus on how many times we have done something during a period of time. Okay, so let's say we're talking about today. Okay, so today, how many times have you gone outside? How many times have you eaten? How many times have you drank water? Okay, so when we focus on repetitions, we're going to use the present perfect structures. Let's say, as an example, we have I have had lunch twice today. Okay, so I'm focusing on the fact that I have eaten lunch 2 times. Okay, so remember, whenever I'm focusing on repetition during a period of time, I'm going to use the present perfect structure. Okay. Okay. The next time we're going to use it is when we are trying to focus on the fact that something has been already done. Okay. And when do we use already? Whenever we're going to talk about something that is supposed to happen only once, and we can't repeat it, or in our mind we don't repeat it. Let's say an example. Our birthday. Okay, when every year you celebrate your birthday. Okay, you have your birthday. So whenever you're going to talk about your birthday and that you already celebrated, you're going to say I have already celebrated my birthday this year. Okay, so we are focusing on the fact that something has already happened. Let's say that today you're going to have breakfast. Okay, breakfast, you're supposed to have breakfast only once a day. So if you want to focus on the fact that you have had breakfast, so you're going to say I have already had breakfast. Okay, so we have an example here, a written example, and we have I have already had lunch today. Okay, so we can also use it to focus on the fact that something has not happened yet. As an example, let's say our birthday hasn't come yet, so we're going to say something like I haven't celebrated my birthday. I haven't eaten breakfast. I haven't gone to the bank. Okay? So whenever we want to say something like that, we can add the word yet, or we can add a time expression. As an example here, I have the same example, the same written example as the last picture. I haven't had lunch today. I can also say I haven't had lunch yet. Okay, now I want you to understand that whenever you say yet, in your mind is something that you're planning to do. Okay, so maybe you're not planning on having lunch today, so you can say I haven't had lunch. Okay, but if you're planning on doing it, you're going to say I haven't had lunch yet, or I haven't had lunch today. Okay, in the next time we're going to use it is whenever we want to focus on duration. Okay, So we can use it to express the duration of an action. As an example, how long have you studied English? How long have you been going to school? How long have you eaten tortillas? How long have you celebrated your birthday? So remember, whenever we're talking about the duration of an action, as an example, I have here, I have studied English for 2 years. It is very important to understand that we are focusing on the fact that we have been doing it for 2 years, okay? I have studied math since I was in elementary school. Okay, so these are some examples of when we use the present perfect, okay? Now, the structure for the present perfect is very simple. We're going to use the subject. Remember, the subject is the person or thing which performs an action, okay? So we're going to use a subject. Then we're going to use an auxiliary verb for the verb have. Remember, it's the present perfect, so the auxiliary verb has to be in the present form. The action, the main action, has to be in the participle form, and we're going to use a complement. Okay, very important. In the complement, we're going to say who are we doing it with, when did we do it, or when are we doing it, or if I have or haven't, if I have already or yet. Okay, so I have two examples here. In the first one, we have the teacher. The teacher is my subject. He is the one who performs the action. The teacher has made a presentation. Okay, so in this case, what we're doing, we're focusing on the fact that he has done it during his life. Maybe he has done it once, maybe he has done it many times, we don't know, but we're talking about life experience. The teacher has made a presentation, okay? The second one is the students have solved the test. So this again, we're talking about experience. These are things that have happened, okay? We can also say something like this teacher has already made the presentation, or the teacher has made a presentation today. Okay? When another examples that we have is like the bathroom. People go to the bathroom every day. So let's say something like this. Carlos has gone to the bathroom many times. Okay? So whenever we're talking about something that has happened today, remember, we're going to focus like that. Okay, now, something important. We're focusing on things that happened during a period of time. The day hasn't ended yet, so Carlos still has many chances to go to the bathroom if he chooses to. Okay, so remember. Okay, what about the next one? In this one, we say Rachel hasn't woken up yet. Rachel hasn't woken up yet. Okay, this is a negative sentence, and we can see that we say yet at the end of the sentence. Why? Because it's something that hasn't happened but is supposed to happen today. Okay? The last one. We have already gotten money from the cashier. Okay? So we are going to use it like this whenever we're talking about something that we're supposed to do only once. Okay? How many times do you go to the cashier? Do you go once, twice, maybe 4 times a day? People normally go once a week. So we're going to say it, we have already gotten money from the cashier. Okay, so now I want you to think about things you have done during the week, or maybe things you want to do but you still haven't. Okay, I want you to think about it and express them. Okay, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.